The sun rises over a sea of green, mist floats between the pines, and a single sound cuts through the quiet, the deep, steady growl of a chainsaw. To some, that sound means destruction. To others, it means survival. But what if tomorrow it all stopped? What if the engines fell silent, the mills stood still, and no trees were cut again? This is the story of how logging built our modern world, and what would happen if we stopped cutting trees altogether. For thousands of years, trees have been more than part of nature. They've been part of us. Wood was humanity's first building material, its first source of warmth, and one of its oldest forms of currency. The first ships that crossed oceans, the first homes that sheltered families, and the first bridges that united cities were all born from forests. Even today, it's hard to go a single day without touching something made from wood: the house you live in, the desk you work at, the paper in your hands, the box that delivers your online orders. Wood is everywhere because it's one of the few materials that renews itself. Every time a tree falls, another can grow in its place. It's a cycle as old as civilization itself. But behind that simplicity lies an industry that shapes entire nations. Logging is the backbone of rural economies across the world, from Canada's northern forests to the pine plantations of Scandinavia, from the American Northwest to the jungles of Indonesia. It provides over 13 million jobs globally and fuels more than $600 billion in economic activity. Entire towns depend on the timber trade. For them, logging isn't just an occupation, it's identity. It's pride passed down through generations, from the men who once felled trees with axes to the modern operators running machines the size of houses. Still, every log loaded onto a truck carries a question: how much can the earth give before it breaks? Logging sits at the center of one of humanity's oldest conflicts: the balance between nature and need. It can destroy ecosystems, or it can sustain them. The difference lies in how it's done. Irresponsible logging can be devastating. Clear-cut hillsides wash away in the rain, rivers choke with mud, and wildlife disappears. Every tree cut releases carbon that had been locked away for decades. When done wrong, it leaves behind scars that take lifetimes to heal. Yet, sustainable forestry, where new trees are planted for every one that's harvested, can make forests stronger, not weaker. Young trees absorb carbon faster than old ones. Managed forests reduce wildfire fuel and maintain biodiversity. In countries like Finland, Sweden, and Canada, modern logging operates like a renewable crop: plant, grow, harvest, replant. These nations now regrow more wood each year than they cut. Forestry, at its best, can be part of the climate solution. But at its worst, it's still a global problem. In parts of the Amazon, Southeast Asia, and Central Africa, illegal loggers clear millions of hectares every year, feeding demand for cheap timber, palm oil, and farmland. Satellite images show the forest disappearing, patch by patch. The chainsaws never stop, the profits keep climbing, and the lungs of the earth grow thinner. It's a paradox the world hasn't yet solved. We need the forest, but we also need what it provides. Now imagine a world where the saws go silent forever. At first, it sounds beautiful: forests stretching untouched to every horizon, animals returning, rivers running clear. The air feels lighter, the guilt fades. But soon the effects ripple outward and the picture darkens. Construction costs explode. Lumber shortages halt housing projects across the globe. The price of wood furniture triples. Paper and packaging vanish. Small towns built around mills collapse overnight. Millions lose their jobs. Global trade slows as cardboard boxes, pallets, and crates disappear from supply chains. The irony runs deep. In trying to save the forest, we cripple the systems that sustain human life, and nature itself would face new dangers. Without thinning or controlled harvesting, many forests would grow dense and unhealthy. Dead trees and overgrowth would turn them into tinderboxes, one spark away from catastrophic wildfires. In a world without logging, fire would become the new chainsaw. The truth is, we can't simply stop. We have to evolve. A different kind of logging is possible, one that respects the balance between what we take and what we give back. When managed responsibly, forests can provide wood indefinitely while still protecting biodiversity and absorbing carbon. Sustainable forestry turns logging into stewardship. It plants more than it cuts, monitors every tree, and harvests only what the ecosystem can spare. Modern technology now tracks forest health from satellites, ensuring that what we harvest today won't cost tomorrow, and the material itself remains unmatched. It's strong, light, versatile, and the only major building material that literally grows back. Every ton of wood locks in carbon that might otherwise heat the planet. Concrete and steel take energy to make. Trees take sunlight. When you live in a wooden home, sit at a wooden table, or open a paper notebook, you're not destroying nature. You're reholding a piece of a renewable cycle that began long before us, and if we choose wisely, will continue long after. Logging built the world we live in. It gave us warmth, shelter, and work. But it also gave us a lesson that taking without giving back leads to collapse. The forest doesn't need us. It will grow, adapt, and reclaim what's lost. But we need the forest for our homes, our economies, our air, and our future. If we learn to use it wisely, the forest will never stop giving. If we don't, one day we might wake to find the silence of the chainsaws replaced by something far worse. The silence of a world that's run out of balance. Hit the like button, subscribe, and join us on the next story, where we uncover another industry quietly powering the backbone of our economy.